lawyer Godwin Edudzi Tamakloe a Dima JDM was I MP boss na ye ne no entwetwe enkomo council memoache
Torkornoo anopa emetia wotia phone
etiefo nyina jo so na boko de
Torkornoo obo ade adaroma emo ye but na onso
meso mo boko pa maba wo nchen anopa yi a Mami former Chief Justice Araba Isaba Torkornoo na wasan gina court biem nsam yensa ena ode agu court no animu se wo mo hwe na omo enkama no na anu kro de me ye that passionate appeal se eja oba tan a waye adwuma be mfie aduasa baako eni wo ko fie kra bibia ni ho de nya mmeremu mpo na meka na emo meka se emu oya enti be ya ankaja Reverend His Excellency Reverend Kwame Dramani Mahama mi brother ye mampani ejansanka kokoamu bibi wo a nka wonhwe na onye mama me no nanso the woman is still fighting say niam bi wo a yenye san komoyi ajosen
yo Kwame asema wa say wa kan de una meet me aka because you see Kwame same way I shall say Mekai pass the metite at a point and it's at a point and proceedings in Professor Bipa Echo Patch or mechanics out there for want of a better word. Senankabeya so mampeni bepeneswa on the on one kind class will be to my day are resigning. So that's it. Or resign, yeah, you are entitled to all your benefits. So you can go.
Council, my main mampeni kufo pensuna where yes will be you be edi. And then if I call for a soft phone in Penifubina, Omco Eco Pacho, and a Mambenda Dako mate. No woman qua so conwan, and that sa penina, yes, you being a dear ordinary Paco Pacho, Lunya call. Na a Mampeni that I could for. Now there's no gajen. Now said ye, would it nipa be pacho with ye? Was I resign it was one, I have fine.
That issue no by in the first Professor B the true say Jumadi. After that, two very prominent Ghanaians, and I don't have the permission to mention their name. Okay, and so a Babonti, a call at the Jantua, at the Koye. My Peninsula war. Many me a lawyer for a bedding, a becassa, and Sabio, my peninsula on sorry in your marker. Wouldn't say around 2010, 2011. Now, Article 146 proceedings are starting 8 year a High Court judge. Who say proceedings no the Eka Cornabia and way no. No, sure later come out on my peninsula person resigning. In a Oman Penizend on a lawyer for bed in Becassa. That's Prof. Samuels. At that time, not Chief Justice George Wood and never and he went up by and no so say and the reason why this High Court judge no person to Sana Mon is so committee new be a Juma, no man penny act on it, no in idea. I say all the benefits is gone. This judge quickly decided to resign a cancer committee no be na ejuma bi. But what I say. And so the matter went to the Supreme Court. Say, Article 146 committee estato mejuma obi won hu kwan so betimi a resign na court na can say dabi. Baby sir. With all these matters, there were two schools of thought.
there is an authority on that matter.
Yes, and a Supreme Court they decided in 2015.
Okay.
It's a judgment, I think, say, my Lord Justice in here was so natural.
Now, before, after that, the apex court of the land, any party from their
no,
that rule. Okay.
That be.
Right.
Into Mekai say, in the meeting, be a course. So that matter came strongly. Said the Edudzi, but Omampeni can say, look, no, I don't have a problem. So Kobasa say, so be resign here. Why not? Why not? This is not personal. But what I say, this is not personal. I don't have any personal interest in this matter. The Kobasa said you nipa so be resign here. Menkasi chinchina unless a committee no be enejuma. I have nothing personal against her. What I say, even though I knew said there were some lawyers who put up a different argument, say no, once the process has started, Omampeni who can accepting a resignation. Coupled with some pennyfoya, pennyform and saya, make a omo professor, any two other statements, omudiomo a two mujan tuane kika. Only for 1 Monday, Omesha, I could file a suit at the court. Memekai, even at a personal level, opini bi pa minimum reached out. So, say be a lawyer near NDC, director legal, maybe Saba, and if your opinion is sought, and this a very powerful person, no fee voter, and when we say, yeah, my mini cruise fee voter, and she obey ho. So, say, media, Sebio, in these matters, we are Obinaka, we are children. But if my opinion is sought, I wouldn't mind advocating on this resignation. Back, forth. I think here, MIB taking the decision said, should fight this matter its logical conclusion. And this is where we are today. I think, with the benefit of hindsight, I think she's coming to the realization, Nanka, or resigning would have been better. Right, Kwame?
But as it stands now, no remedy for her.
No. The horses are bolted.
Wow. But
the horses
on the
because you see, Right, Kwame, we share the other call ECOWAS court was seeking some compensation, almost $10 million or something. I don't know the exact amount. We share wins are back and forth is just about the entitlement. You see, sometimes I've come to realize something. Say, Sebio and Yento quite beyond the head. Yakum. Right, Kwame, but ultimately. Even at my age, I always prefer sometimes cooperation than confrontation. It is not the case that I cannot fight. No. We share all other things. You say no, you let it be. But most of the time is also the person who is advising you. When they too full. Brakwame, Menka as a mo. I say this just as a lawyer. From 1970, whatever, it has been practically impossible to remove a Supreme Court judge, Mr. Supreme Court, a Chief Justice of this country. Fokai Tufo and Attorney General.
Yes.
Dr. Tamakloe Tufo. So time no. Mrana Chief Justice Apalu. If you are broached by back, I know ye ejuma wo Nanado Dankwe Gupado and Papa Law Firm Kwankwa Biam. Later, obey High Court Judge. Mra ye two Nkrumah Administration 24th February 1966. Brakwame. What it will interest you to note, Nanane say, the commissions of inquiry and military junta no, set up against incumbent appointees and others. The likes of Justice Apalu, Aniziage, and the rest were the judges who sat on those commissions of inquiry. Subsequently, the CPP was banned as a political party until 1970. That should be 79 in Aliman Eba back. But you know,
obey a People's National Party.
Exactly, PNP. The bulk of the PNP element were the CPP guys who came back now under the umbrella of PNP.
Sure.
At that time, the highest court of the land was the Court of Appeal. Now, the head of the Court of Appeal at that time was Apalu, and he was also the Chief Justice. Now, 79 Constitution they created a new Supreme Court. So that I say. And so there was a need for the Chief Justice of this new Supreme Court that had been created in that Constitution. Now, the Constitution requires a Omanpenibe you are obeko for parliamentary approval, among other things. So what it means in this case, let me say, now I say Apalu and go back for parliamentary approval. And you understand? Now the CPP guys now Apalu now commissions of inquiry against him or them They are now the people who came back as Liman's party people. So what I say. Now, if Apalu now goes to Parliament for parliamentary approval, at the end of the day, you know what they will do to him? Parliament will say they disagree. He is not qualified. So then they would have then used the parliamentary procedure to remove him as Chief Justice for a normal Oyetia and Kroma appointees. At that time, you know what happened? The celebrated lawyer, Victor Usu. So, no.
My uncle, no.
Victor Usu quickly mobilized very smart young people, lawyers. Another Danko Kufadu no Sachuchikata no morning home quickly. You know, more pay young lecturer work here in university. Your friend Dr. Mwakutu quickly, filed that matter in the court and their friend to an attorney general decision. Seminal decision, groundbreaking decision. So that's it. They came in and protected. 2. The Ghana Bar Association wanted to remove Chief Justice Aban. Okay.
Yes.
Aban. Ghana Bar Association issued writ at the Supreme Court, basically to get Aban removed. Again, the Supreme Court intervened and stopped it. 2006, 2005, Chief Justice Aqua, Papa Bright Akwete, FR petition, headed by
Bright Akwete of the CPP.
Yes, headed petition for the removal of Chief Justice Aqua. President Kufosu Muaoya going to the prima facie nana, a branch I friend of Frank Ajechu, educated Supreme Court, and that was the end. How come that in this case, the Supreme Court couldn't intervene? What happened? I think it should be a lesson for all of us young people who, when given opportunities, we should know how to use them, particularly in public office. Because sometimes a time will come that you will need your own peers to be the one to defend you. By Kobase Sebio, and I'm just saying this, not necessarily because that may be the case. Ebia, onya position, or they disrespect penny-for, obey a hand time, bia. And remember, you need people to intervene for you, and they'll fold their arms. It may well be that that's what happened. I don't know. But I've been curious that from 1979 to date, all attempts to remove a Chief Justice had failed. How come that this one was successful? Brakwame.
Enkofo bebre nso wo ho a wo mo si da bi na nkanye se president no eyo to say we be invoke that article 146 no. The reason being that
Mekai say I'm not Charlotte or say we no buy no. Now me, I knew the personal relationship between Charlotte or say and the president and Adu Dankwa Kufuor. I think at the point Charlotte could not be there too, and I never am in chambers. I think the 1990s or something. I'm Charlotte in the Masters LLM over Canada. The graduation day, Nanado was at that graduation day in Canada. That's how close. That's how close are now only Papano. Yes.
Me bajo all year the graduation over Canada no.
1990 either 93, 94 or Canada. I think it's Queen's University or one of them.
No, Charlotte no wanyi sa.
What's that?
Charlotte no say wanyi sa.
Oh yeah. Charlotte, I think it's past 50 crack.
Hey.
Nana was in that graduation in Canada. But I'm ready to do here now petition about no. Nana do ne then go bita using I. What do the okay? What Nana do is just a conveyor belt. Ozinana was just a conveyor belt.
I see. So, we are seeing interesting times. Now,
yeah. Life can play something.
But me worry is say maybe it has done on her. Say, so okofie kura na wanyam patisika no. Would you say?
Brakwame, we don't want to call court of appeal.
But you want to call
President Mills in the year appointment, but President Mills, I think, said if we answer, we no buy it. It's President Muhammad is swearing in.
Hey!
Yes.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken, I think President Kufuor Edinoko High Court. President Mills and President Mahama didn't call Court of Appeal. Nanado didn't call Supreme Court and then subsequently Chief Justice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. Or you'll be a Wakati across. Wakati across. I don't know how it's unfortunate it happened this way.
And your catcher man Benny said, "On family call baby."
You don't be called North America.
Yeah.
Ana open Siberia. Siberia answer the don't call the end of
Martin, I feel about me to North America. No, Mamma, no, I say, I'm not paying. Lawyer, go, you need Edudzi Tamakloe, and I think on OK 101.7 soon.